Recording. All right, welcome back to another quick video, YouTube. I appreciate you. Sorry I didn't get this video uploaded last night. I was trying to upload a video yesterday talking about reactors, but we had audio issues, a lot of audio issues. My OBS is messed up, so I gotta fix all of that. So I apologize again for people who popped into the stream and came to come hang out, but the audio and everything like that was scuffed. Let's get into the video. So the main thing we got asked yesterday, when I was also trying to upload my video, was reactors. Reactors is probably the most important thing, and I want you guys to focus on this as of now. You're probably wondering why, when you watch build videos, how come when you watch a build video, you copy someone's mods or whatever, you do the exact same thing everyone else is doing, but your damage numbers do not reflect our damage numbers, right? And you're like, I have the same mods, but I'm not doing that damage. What the heck? What's going on here? That's because your reactor. This is something that is getting really overlooked a lot in the community, so I want to talk about it. If you are in normal game, you haven't finished your campaign, haven't done hard mode, do not prioritize this as much. And I know that sounds weird, but the only thing you're going to focus on when you are in normal difficulty and finishing your campaign and everything like that is honestly just slap on whatever gives you the best stats. So when you're looking for this, you want to look for skill power when equipped, and you want to look for that number down there. If those numbers are green and going up, just throw it on. Don't even care about it. Just throw it on, right? And the reason why I say that is because you're not going to waste your time. We're about being efficient, and you're going to just waste your time trying to farm like an ideal role at like purple or like a low gold and have low numbers just to replace it anyways. Because unlike weapons, your reactor, you can't just like upgrade to like level 100, right? So it's just a complete waste of your time and energy to prioritize and focus on farming reactors right off rip. Just grab whatever reactor is good. So like if you have a toxic reactor, and let's say you're playing Bunny, I know we use Bunny a lot as an example, but 95% of the player base plays her. So let's say you're using Bunny and you're like, oh well, this is a toxic reactor. Should I throw it? Who cares? Throw it on. If the toxic reactor gives you higher numbers when skill power when equipped, do that, right? The importance of it is the skill power number that you see down bottom and the skill power number you see at the top, those numbers are everything that's being factored in when you apply the modules on your descendant, and that's where the bigger numbers come into play, right? That's all, like that adds into the equation that you don't see, but that's part of the formula that produces the larger numbers, like the 200Ks, the 1 mils, and all that stuff. So that's why, even though you have the same modules, the same upgrades and everything like that, you're not hitting as hard as later content creators or people who are further in the game than you are because of our reactors. But anyways, let's break it down. So if you are in hardcore mode right now and you can farm reactors, you want to prioritize a reactor that is specialized for your character. So the way I like to check and see what reactor is best for my character is always go and look at your abilities. And this is my advice. Someone might have different advice, but my advice is just look at the skill itself. So Bunny's Thrill Bomb Grenade, it says it does fusion damage. Her Speed of Light is singular. Now, this doesn't necessarily do damage, but it's singular, And then her Lightning Emission is singular as well. Her maximum power, or Unibeam, is fusion. So with that being said, if I was to look for a reactor for Bunny, because the Bunny playstyle that I use revolves around her AoE, her Lightning Emission, I want a singular fusion reactor. And that is what we're going to go out and go farm. We're going to look for a singular fusion reactor. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So when you farm for singular fusion reactors, now that you do that, you're going to look for desirable substats too when you're farming these things as well. So the one that I got to drop, unfortunately it didn't drop like the craziest stats, but it did drop a good stat that I still like the most, and it's a skill critical hit rate. So that makes my Bunny consistently do double the damage, because crit damage. So I can actually stack that in my modules, and that's the part that I like the most, and that's why you see me run like a lot of crit and stat and crit rate, crit damage, and all that stuff. I just want my Bunny to consistently just do more damage overall. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. So Now that we looked at that, like the skill, critical hit rate, non-attribute, skill power, and all that stuff, let's talk about how do you go about farming them and where to look for your reactors and how you know where they drop and all that stuff to make your life easier. So if you go into access info, you're gonna look for here. You're gonna go to no, actually I lied. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My brain's all over the place. Forgive me, chat. What we're gonna do, we're actually gonna go to the map. You're gonna go to your map real quick. Then you're gonna switch to hard mode difficulty when you unlock hard mode. This is why you have to beat your campaign. You're gonna click hard mode. You're gonna apply it. So now your map is now changed to the hard mode difficulty map. Then we're gonna go to difficulty level rewards. Click right click, and then in the right click section, here you can now see where you can find specific modules and stuff like that. So if you are looking for a character like Bunny, I know she's the most common one, you would simply click Bunny. Now, this is also very, very, very important because one thing that you also need to know about your reactors is that when you equip your reactor, in order to get that 160% boost, so that extra 60% increase to your reactor's overall stats, you have to get whatever weapon it specializes. So the gold reactors actually are all based off the ultimate weapons. They'll always tell you to use an ultimate weapon. Whereas like the purple reactors, they don't care. They'll usually just say like, hey, just use any kind of handgun, use any kind of assault rifle. Like, you know, they're very generic, right? So you can use any kind of weapon within that category that it tells you for the purple reactors. So if you are using something like Thunder Cage, which I'm sure most of us are at this point, and Thunder Cage is actually just really good for Bunny because it's electrocution and all that stuff. So say you're using something like Thunder Cage, you would want to look for um, the general rounds electric. Right now, unfortunately, it's changed from the time of this video. The rotations, and it changed to singular for special rounds and fusion for general rounds. So this will help her bunny beam, but this is just how it goes. If you press X, if you're on controller, you can see the rotations and schedules for when reactors are swapped out and when the next time it's going to be a general round and um, singular reactor for money. So we're currently in the A schedule right now, and down bottom right now in Kingston, you can farm a chill reactor or a toxic reactor, an electric reactor, for I forget what this one is. This one's gonna take me a while to get used to that symbol. Dimensional, so electric dimensional, and chill fusion. So this is just something to look out for when you are actually farming your characters. And say like your character reactor isn't actually available, especially with the weapon that you're using at the time. Like if your weapon takes special rounds, heavy rounds, general rounds, you'll just come here and you'll look and just see when is the next rotation for your specific reactor stats, so you can start actually farming your desired reactor and getting your overall stats that you want. So backing out, if you're confused about what I mean by what the mountain looks like, so I'm gonna show you again. Going back to my tingling singular reactor on Bunny. If you hover over it, you'll see skill power boost ratio, optimized condition, all that stuff. And reach skill power is 160%. If I was to switch my Thunder Cage out of my hand, say I did this, hold on. Say I've switched to the LMG. Since I got the LMG in my hand, and I switch over to my Thunder Cage, now look at the numbers, look at everything in there. It says now I'm at missed skill power. I'm only getting 100% increase. I lost my 60%. But if I was to have my Thunder Cage in hand, when I'm running around as Bunny, I do more damage because my Thunder Cage is equipped, right? And I'm meeting the optimization condition to get that bigger boost. And those numbers down bottom, like the skill power when equipped, will actually skyrocket up. So yeah, that's very important. And when you do find, most importantly, when you do find your ideal reactor that you are comfortable with, that has good substats that you like, or if you just really don't feel like farming, but you're just fine because like it met all of your conditions, like you got your dream weapon, you don't want to keep farming, you're gonna come here, reactor enhancement, and now you're going to enhance whatever reactor you want, right? You're gonna click on it, and it usually eats up your precise ion accelerators, you can actually go and craft this up a lot. I think you can get this stuff from just simply like the superconductor cores. I think you just get those from just dismantling reactors that you don't care for and stuff. So you can craft a bunch of them, and then you just enhance this, and this will also boost your skill power further, making the base damage of your skills significantly higher. This is how when I upload a video and I showcase like my level 1 characters and stuff like that, my level 1 characters are hitting like 25Ks, 30Ks, 900s, 900,000s, stuff like that at such low levels, even though they're not actually high enough yet and don't have a lot put onto them. It's because realistically, it's my reactor that is giving me those bigger damage boost numbers that gets added to their equation for their skills. Hopefully, this all makes sense. Again, if you have any questions and would like me to further explain things, go drop me a follow over on twitch.tv/renderp. You can ask me a question there. You can ask me a question down in the comment section below. I gotta do a lot of catch up on some of the other comments. I still gotta reply to comments on TikTok and everything like that. So if I haven't got to your comment yet, I'm terribly sorry. I'm very slow. I'm not good at this. I'm still new, and I've been also just trying to grind and do a lot of content because another thing people want me to do is my Freyna build. But I'm not going to talk about it here. We'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a beautiful night or day, and hope to catch you in the stream. Don't forget though, this Friday, July 12th, I'll be doing a giveaway for a $100 gift card for whatever platform you're on, to help support people try to get an ultimate character. If you want to just outright buy them, or if you want to just buy cosmetics, who cares? Do what you want to do. It's your $100 gift card. You can go buy an entirely different game if you wanted to. Peace.